Hello everyone, this is the real Black Otaku. I hope all of you are enjoying Father's Day with your respective fathers. In honor for Father's Day, I decided to do a video of my top 10 favorite parents in anime. Let me say this now, not all these entries are the characters' actual parents, but they still raised them just as well. And let's face it, sometimes the character is raised better from someone else other than their actual parents. So heads up, some of these entries will contain spoilers. As always, I'll do my best to limit the spoilers, but I will also give quick warnings to some of the major spoilers that I can't avoid. Today's honorable mentions are Cristiano from Gunsen Girl Il Teatrino, Ur from Fairy Tail, Naoyuki Okazaki from Clannad, Amashigure from Shuffle, and Trisha Elric and Von Hohenheim from Fullmetal Alchemist. You can go to the honorable mentions video by clicking right here or in the link in the description. Let's kick this list off with an unlikely choice. Kurama from Elfen Lied. Those who have seen Elfen Lied would say that Kurama doesn't deserve to be considered for this list, let alone actually making it, but bear with me for a second. He was given orders to kill children who were born with the Darklonius horns, and he followed that order very obediently. But when his own daughter, Mariko, was born with said horns, he couldn't go through with it. As a result, Mariko was held in the research facility for her entire life until her introduction in episode 10. In the meantime, Kurama became almost a father figure to another Darklonius girl in the facility named Nana, who needed the support in order to keep her sanity. Kurama had become the father that she might as well never had. There's so much more I want to say about him, but that would make me spoil more than I already have. But despite being a terrible father on the surface, Kurama still makes this list at number 10. Number 9, Yasuko from Toradora. After Ryuji's father passed away, Yasuko had to take care of him on her own. She doesn't seem to do much around the house and drinks a fair bit, but she works long hours to make ends meet and does everything she can for Ryuji and Taiga when she drops by. Just like Kurama, I won't go any deeper into her character because of spoilers. But unlike Kurama, everyone who has seen Toradora will agree that Yasuko is more than worthy of this spot on this list. Number 8, Makarov from Fairy Tail. If the Fairy Tail Guild is a family, then Makarov is definitely the patriarch of that family. He sees and treats everyone in the guild like his own children, and they see him as the father that they never or no longer have. Makarov is always looking out for his children and wants to do everything he can for them, but he has been forced to banish his actual son and grandson because they have on separate occasions threatened the lives of the other guild members, and in Lux's case, the entire town of Magnolia itself. He even declared war on another guild because they attacked 3 of their members and captured a 4th. Makarov is ruthless, yet forgiving. Terrifying, yet kind, if not a bit sadistic. Though not related by blood to the vast majority of the guild, he more than earns a spot on this list. Number 7, Saiko from 11 Eyes. For those who don't know, Saiko is a school nurse who acts as Takehisa's caretaker. You see, Takehisa's actual parents abandoned him because of his pyrokinetic abilities, and he's been living on the streets until Saiko finally found him. Not only does Saiko treat Takehisa like a mother, but he raised him better than his actual parents ever would. Despite only being a supporting character, she actually played a large role in one of the major plot points of the show, though I won't go into any specifics because of spoilers. You can find several spoilers sprinkled throughout my videos that I word in a way that you wouldn't know they're a spoiler unless you've seen their respective shows. And I take pride in my ability to do so. But this one is beyond my ability, so I won't even try. Number 6, Spirit from Soul Eater. Spirit is very doting and clingy to his daughter Maka, and quite frankly, she doesn't want any part of it. You see, Spirit's going through a nasty divorce, where his wife has custody for Maka, and he's doing everything he can to rebuild that father-daughter bond that they once had. Spirit can be a bit of a dumbass, but he's got good intentions, so I'll give him this much. Something tells me I'm gonna get a lot of crap for this one, but I don't give a fuck. This is my list, I can do whatever the hell I want with it. Number 5 is Kirito and Asuna from Sword Art Online. So, during one of these slower episodes, after Kirito and Asuna got married in-game, they come across a mysterious program that took on the form of a young girl named Yui. Unknowing of who she is or where she came from, Kirito and Asuna took her in to find out more. But after she began to refer to them as Papa and Mama, they began to get attached to her and treated her like a daughter. There isn't much else to say. As we get more attached to Kirito and Asuna as a couple, we got more attached to the three of them as a family. Nothing else to it. Maybe they shouldn't be this high, but I didn't feel comfortable putting them any lower. Number 4, Rem from Trigun. Rem acted as a pseudo-adopted mother to both Vash and Knives. She was sweet and kind, even more so than Vash. Hell, everything that Vash knew about the value of life he learned from Rem. She is what I would consider to be the ideal mother, despite not being related by blood to either child. However, it's because of how ideal she is that she doesn't make any higher than number 4. Number 3, Hughes from Fullmetal Alchemist. A fairly obvious choice, but there's a very good reason. Maze Hughes is essentially spirit cranked up to 11. He's extremely doting towards his daughter Alicia, but unlike how Maka is with Spirit, she actually returns that love back to him. If Rem is the ideal mother, then Hughes is without a doubt the ideal father. In fact, when I eventually become a father myself, I strive to be just like him. Just how Rem was, Hughes doesn't make it any higher than this because of how ideal of a parent he was, but that didn't stop him from getting pretty damn close to the top of the list. Now here's where we get to the truly flawed entries. Number 2 is Haruko from Air. While Haruko was introduced as Misuzu's mother, she is in fact her aunt. You see, her brother-in-law, Misuzu's father, left her in her care for reasons that were either never properly explained or I just simply forgot. However, Haruko kept some distance in order to keep from getting too attached in case he finally showed back up to get her. However, Misuzu's got some issues. And when she needed Haruko the most, her father came back to regain custody. With the realization that she would lose Misuzu, Haruko busted her ass in order to make up for lost time. In this effort, it eventually leading to one of the most touching moments I've seen out of any anime. I mean, it's very touching even by key standards, and that's saying a hell of a lot. She might have been distant and a bit of a drinker, but I could tell she cared for Misuzu and wanted to do everything she can for her, even if she couldn't go through with it. Fairly obvious number 1, Tomoya from Clan After Story. Where do I begin with him? When Nagisa dies giving birth to their daughter Ushio, Tomoya was traumatized and did think he'd be able to raise her on his own. So the first 5 years of her life, Ushio was raised by Nixi's parents, while Tomoya lost himself in sorrow. But through some actions taken by Sanai, Tomoya began to build that father-daughter bond with Ushio. This also leading to another emotional moment that Key has become famous for. It's because of the hardships that he faced, and the efforts that he took, that Tomoya is my all-time favorite parent in anime. Go ahead and tell me down in the comments some of your favorite anime parents and your thoughts on some of the entries I mentioned here. Go to the unmentioned video by clicking right here or in the link in the description. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Go check my vlog channel as Lee Chong by clicking right here or in the link in the description. Hope all of you have a great Father's Day with your respective fathers. And I hope to see you all again soon. Until then, this is the real Black Utaku signing out. See ya.